Welcome, everyone, to the ultimate game in the college football season. Everything has built to this, the battle for the national championship and college football immortality, a moment that every young football player grows up dreaming about. And these two teams have survived the expanded playoff grind. They have battled through a regular season, multiple playoff victories, all sorts of challenges and adversity, and they've arrived at this moment, the battle for that precious trophy. As we'll see the number 6 seed in this playoff, the Oklahoma Sooners, taking on a team from the Big 12, the Texas Tech Red Raiders. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Chris Fowler, joined here as always by Kirk Herbstreit. Kirk, everything has been building to this. It's time for the national championship. Let's crown a champion. The kickoff team is out there, and you can feel the energy. One game to determine the national championship. Turn starts inside the 15. Gets it to the 25-yard line. That's where they'll start the drive. So Oklahoma's offense has the football first here today. Well, here we go, Kirk. The energy in this place is tremendous. We are 60 minutes away from crowning a new national champion.
And think about it, Chris. These two teams have put everything into this to get to this stage and this opportunity. Let's see who can handle it better.
They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1. The Sooners come up to the line to crank the tempo up here. They'll run it. Hand it off to the running back. Breaking tackles. What a move. Makes one man miss. Picks up the first down before they stop it. No huddle now for the offense. Out of the shotgun, he'll hand it off. That's a nice tackle there by the senior. Second down after that run on the previous play. Back in motion now. Offense switches it up here, looking to throw the ball now. And that pass is hauled in over the middle. They bring it down, but the game moves the ball into enemy territory at the 43.
But when they're throwing the football like this, it is really hard to defend this offense because of the timing of the quarterback with his wide receivers. Another good example of it there for the first down. Makes me harken back to guys like Sam Bradford and Jason White, their Heisman campaigns and the accuracy that they threw the football with. Great example of that right here by this OU quarterback.
Tackle made after a nice pickup on the play. The Sooners have first and 10 here.
I still love to see Oklahoma run the football and be able to show people they can get first downs by running the ball. I know their quarterbacks have been great in recent years, but the Sooners, when they want to be able to run the ball, you know they're going to run.
And he takes it all the way to the end zone. Touchdown. Touchdown. Now the kickoff team is out on the field. And he takes this from inside the 5. And the coverage team gets the returner to the ground. So Texas Tech's offense out there for their first possession. Well, it's not easy to narrow down the impact players to just a few guys, Kurt, but what do you expect from them today?
Well, we got guys that can make plays as well as anybody in the country on both sides of the ball. That's why I think this matchup is so exciting. Two good teams with great individual players.
A big hit by the linebacker. Physical tackle there, big versus big. Now it's second down here. Shotgun formation, here's an inside give. The Red Raiders pick up enough yards to move the sticks.
Look, I realize on any play call, when it's properly executed, it can go to the house for a touchdown. But the runs that really make a game plan work are the ones where you get just what you need. And he barely got the first down, but he got it.
They stopped the receiver, but that's a solid gain on that play.
Quarterback looks downfield to make this throw. He wants to be able to get the ball to be able to pick up enough yards for a first down. But instead, he gets the ball at least underneath to the drag route and gets some positive yards.
They bring him down, but that's a solid gain on the play. And the Red Raiders pick up enough yardage for a first down. Looking to pass, it's Gutierrez. Looking to scramble now. And the ball to the ground. Looks like the defense has it.
Well, that's why you do ball security drills almost every single day in practice. You just can't put the ball on the turf like that. We'll give credit to the defender for the hit, because that's what caused the fumble.
That's a big hit at the end, but they own a fresh set of downs. And the Sooners will come to the line to crank up the tempo.
Another Oklahoma receiver making a big-time play for this offense. And it just seems like over the years, so many big-time, dynamic receivers have come to Norman. Integral piece of this offense, and it'll get you the yards you need.
The Sooners will line up now. It's first and goal.
What a pitch and catch by the quarterback and receiver for a big gain for this offense.
On the ground, trying to punch it in for the score. Goes backwards, losing 3 yards there. Ball moved back to the 4 for second and goal. From the shotgun, it's a handoff. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1. Defense has smothered the running game. Now what's the call on third down and goal? Drops back from the shotgun, looking for an open man. And the scramble moves it closer to the goal line. The defense able to grab it. And they will trot out the field goal team here. Set up at the right hash mark, so a tricky angle here. And it's good right down the middle. And that will extend their lead even further. They come away with 3 points on the drive, and now the kickoff team will boot it away.
And that one, my gosh, I mean, it's almost too easy. Nice kick.
And the Texas Tech offense is back out on the field now. The last possession, they coughed it up, but it only cost them a field goal. Looking to scramble. He's going to take off here. And he heads out of bounds after a nice pickup on the run. What's the play call here on second down for this offense? Play action fake. Looking to throw. He's looking to scramble. Trying to create here on the move. Makes the catch downfield.
Chris, a great ability by this quarterback to get outside of the pocket and place the football right where it needs to be for the first down.
Defense gets him down, but they'll take the gain on that play. Second down after that previous play. Back to pass. It's Gutierrez bringing pressure. And he can't escape. It's a sack for the defense.
Nothing is more gratifying for a defense to be able to sit back and play zone and still get pressure on the quarterback with your defensive front.
Defense is coming after him. The pass is off target. He got hit as he threw as the third down pressure works. The Red Raiders will bring their punt team onto the field. Finally, the first punt of the game, hoping to pin them back deep. And this one down about the 10.
Well, the coverage unit does their job here. They're fired up, and they should be. Of course, the punter got some help from his friend, the football, right? What a kick to set them up in a good spot for the defense to go to work.
The Sooners come to the line in a hurry-up. Here's the handoff on a counter. And the senior able to make the stop after a short gain. Interesting play call here. Third and short inside their own 20. They want to get this drive going, or a punt could give the opponents excellent field position. They'll take a deep shot here. The catch is made for a huge pickup. Breaks into the clear. It's a sprint. Takes it all the way to the house. Touchdown, Oklahoma.
This guy can do it all.
And the Red Raiders offense is back out on the field now. The last drive, they came up empty, had to kick it away. Can they come up with something here? First play of the drive, they'll come out throwing. Down he goes, a sack.
Chris, I think we're starting to see a theme here in this national championship, and to me it's this defensive pressure. I don't know if I thought that prior to this game, but now that we're watching it here in this first half, that's the second sack. They're getting after this quarterback in a big way today.
So we hit the quarter break. It's Oklahoma on top. So both teams settling in this battle for the national championship. Through one quarter, let's check out the game summary. Drops back, needing a third down completion here. Receiver looks it in. It's complete. And a big game before he goes out of bounds. The offense keeps churning, gets a fresh set of downs. And the Red Raiders begin a new series here, 1st and 10. And he's brought down out at the 46.
Hey, listen, you don't always have to have big plays to be successful. It's a nice, solid gain here. Keeps you on schedule, and you get ready for that next play.
Now to play fake, he'll look to throw it. But they can't make the connection. Ball's incomplete.
Oh, man, for him to be that wide open and drop it. Sometimes you just have too much time in your hands. You end up thinking way too much. Gets your hands a little shaky.
Tackle inside the 40, and it's good enough for a first down. The freshman quarterback showing what a cannon he's got. The offense finally producing here. Sets up a 1st and 10. One back in the backfield, and he'll get the carry. A solid 8-yard gain brings up a 2nd and 2. Offense walks to the line for play number 7 of the drive. Same tailback, another carry. And he's brought down after a short gain. Does not make the first down yardage. So now from the 29, it's 3rd down and short. We'll see what the play call is going to be here. Already in field goal range, but of course thinking touchdown. Gain moves it to the 24. That's a fresh set of downs. First down play call coming up. How aggressive will it be? Looking downfield. It's Gutierrez. Quarterback moving out of the pocket, trying to create. They bring him down, but the gain sets up the offense 1st and goal from the 10. The Red Raiders hoping to punch it in here. They have 1st and goal. Tried to loft it in there, but it's incomplete.
Yeah, I'm surprised he dropped the ball here. This tight end is known for his hands. The ball's put on the money. Somehow it just goes through his arms.
Stopped right there at the line. No gain.
Nice job by this defense on that 2nd down, so we now have 3rd down and goal. The offense could be thinking about 4-down situation. They need to put the ball into the end zone. They don't want to
into the end zone. Touchdown, Texas. Three guys up front lined up. It's 1st down. He'll hand it off. Runs through the defender. And tackled after a small pickup there. And the Sooners looking to crank up the tempo a bit. They'll hand it off. They bring him down to the 32-yard line. Here comes the up-tempo offense. Looking to pick up the 1st down through the air. Easy throw to a wide-open receiver downfield. He picks up the 1st down, but gets drilled on the tackle.
That's another positive gain here for this offense, and this defensive coordinator is going to have to make some kind of adjustments to get this quarterback out of his rhythm. It's the national championship, and you've got to take chances and mix up your coverages, because right now what you're doing just isn't working.
Looking to pass here on 2nd down. Looks over the middle, and that's complete. They make the tackle, but that pass creates a solid gain. Offense operating at high tempo now, no huddle. Going to pick up the 3rd and short through the air. He makes the grab. Tackle is finally made, but not before a big gain. They'll spot him at the 24. The Sooners are moving quickly down the field.
Well, it's another huge gain for this guy, and I'll tell you what they're doing a good job of is moving him around. He's not aligning just in one spot where the defense...
Here's a shot toward the end zone. The pass is intercepted. Going the other way, can they catch him? And he steps out after a nice return. What a momentum shifter this could be. And the Texas Tech offense trots back out onto the field now. Great possession last time. They punch it into the end zone. Can the defense come up with a stop this time? He's escaping the pocket now. He's got it for a big gain. It's a huge gain. The stop is finally made at the 41-yard line. 1st down play call. How aggressive will it be? They'll run it from the gun. And that's a solid gain before the defense able to bring him down.
Hat on a hat up front. Good job of opening up the holes. Anytime you can get positive yards on 1st down, that's a win.
Tailback takes the handoff again. Going to try to run inside, but nowhere to go. Offense breaks the huddle and gets set. It's 3rd down.
Well, they get stuffed at the line of scrimmage here. That's going to bring up a third down play for this offense. And, hey, I know it's the first half, but with the way this defense is playing and the fact that they have a nice lead, this is an important third down to try to convert here.
The coach chooses to go for a field goal attempt here. This one is right through.
So it hits the crossbar and goes through. That kick seemed like it was a mile away. He got it up in the air and gave it a chance. Hits that crossbar, and it's 3 points.
He'll return it from inside the 10-yard line. He's brought down at the 28. That's where the drive will start. The Oklahoma offense is back on the field. They have some good things going on the last drive, but it ended suddenly with the pick. Let's see what they can do here. Trying to flex the ground game here. Running back takes the handoff. It's a 2-yard gain. 2nd and 8. Second down here. Time for one more play before the 2-minute warning. We've reached the 2-minute warning. We'll have to see if the offense can build on this lead before the break. Getting set. Here's second down. They snap it. Quarterback looking to throw the ball. He's got an open man downfield, and it's caught. Big play across midfield. They'll spot it near the 36. The offense is clicking, and the defense just searching for answers now. And looking to throw now on first down. Quarterback delivers complete to the right side and uses his speed to pick up solid yardage.
Yeah, you know this defense is going to be frustrated after giving up multiple conversions now on first downs. There's another one. But for the offense, man, they're just playing very efficiently right now.
Able to get the pass away, but took a hit that time. Offense lines up for a second down play off the incompletion. Here's the snap. Quarterback drops back. On the junior, gets home, making a sack there. The timeout is called to talk strategy. Close game here as we approach halftime. Defense are going to keep the pressure up on this third down. Quarterback looking to connect with the receiver here. Slides down to avoid the tackle. And now the timeout is called by the defense. They've got some things to work out here. So on fourth down, they will settle for a field goal attempt. Met kick right down the middle. Can't hit it any better than that. And they add to their lead. So they settle for 3, and now the kickoff. We'll see if the opposing offense has enough time to answer before halftime. And he'll bring it out from inside the 10. And he'll be tackled after a solid effort on that return. And the Texas Tech offense is back out on the field now. Let's see what they do here in the final minute of the half. Try to get aggressive and cut into this lead, or play it safe. Catch made down the left side, an explosive play. Tackle made after a big gain. Back to throw. It's Gutierrez. Trying to create outside the pocket now. Going to try to use his legs here. Heads out of bounds after a solid gain, more than enough to pick up a first down.
Man, this quarterback can play the game. He can throw, and as we see here, he can run the football. The defense does everything that they need to with the pressure. They look like they're in good position to be able to come up with a nice play on him, but instead, he shows how he can slip out of the back door of this defense and pick up a nice gain.
The offense spends their final timeout of the half here to talk strategy. Quarterback wants to throw it on second down. Looking to the end. Intercepted in the end zone. He's got some room and some blockers here. That's a pick and a long return before finally being taken down.
I'm going to give the defensive coordinator a tip of the cap here. They went with dime coverage with 6 defensive backs, which gives them a lot more speed on the field. And with those defensive backs, they're able to play better in space. They recognize the ball, step in front of it for a nice interception.
So the offense looking to be efficient here. Not much time remaining before the end of the half. They'll give it to the running back. They tackle him at the 38. Solid gain. Nice play there. And that will do it for the first half here. Kevin Connors now has our halftime update. The Sooners will kick this away to begin the second half. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone. The offense will start at the 25. And the Red Raiders offense is back out on the field now. And they'll start the third quarter here on the ground. They try the middle, but gain nothing on that play.
Well, the defensive line does their job eating up those double teams, freeing up the backers to make the play.
Second down play coming up. He's going to pull it down and run. Breaking free at the 35. That's a big gain before he goes out of bounds. They're going to move the sticks. More than enough for a first down. First down and 10 now. Handoff in a single back formation. The gain is 4, so it's second and 6.
Nice job here of controlling the line of scrimmage by this offensive line. The back does what he needs to do to get positive yards on first down.
Quarterback takes off now, looking to scramble. Oh, and he's in the clear now. It's a foot race. Tackle is finally made, but an explosive gain. They'll move it down to the 23-yard line. And the Red Raiders are going to keep this drive rolling. Handoff here from the shotgun. The gain good for just a few yards. The defense swarming to the football. Here's the second down play. They'll give it to the back. The junior able to bring him down quickly.
Chris, you know, the spread era over the years has always grown offensively, but I've been always impressed with the defenses that really build their defense to play in space, still have an ability to be sound at the line of scrimmage and defend a...
Got him for a sack, a big play. This line getting set up. It's a first down play. Motion by the back will make the defense adjust. Oh, and it's incomplete. A chance at a much-needed takeaway there. Now it's second down.
Pretty nice catch here, but a missed opportunity for an interception. Let's face it, a lot of these defenders, they've got it all. Speed, athleticism, but hands, sometimes a little questionable, as we saw here.
The gain is 8 yards, so it sets up a 3rd and 2. And the Sooners hustle to the line to run the hurry-up. They're going to throw for it on 3rd and short. Grab behind the line, it's Irvin. The defense swarms to make a tackle for loss on that 3rd down catch. The Sooners will send the punt team onto the field. He's on to boot it away now. Fielding the punt, looking to improve field position here. And the coverage team able to bring the returner to the ground. And the Texas Tech offense trots back out onto the field now. They settled for 3 last time. Let's see what they can come up with this drive. And he just throws it away incomplete. Didn't see anybody open. He's going to bring up second down. Looking to throw. It's Gutierrez. Snags the quick throw. A huge hit by the linebacker. A collision of big bodies there. An important 3rd down attempt for this offense. Dropping back. We're going to throw for the first down. Receiver makes the catch. Not much after the catch, but it is good enough for a first down. The Red Raiders come to the line to start a fresh set of downs. Off the play fake, looking to throw on first down. And he lofts it toward the sideline. He's got it down the left sideline for a huge gain. 4 set of bounds after a big gain. This offense set up for the first down. The offense operating at peak efficiency. They come to the line again. The gain is 3 yards, so second and 7.
Nice solid run here by this back. Did a nice job of just kind of finding that lane, pick up some positive yards there on 1st and 10.
Trying to extend the play. He lets it go on the move. It's pulled in. Diving catch.
You know, as a quarterback, you end up having one of those days that everybody wants to talk about. How'd you do it? What a big day throwing the football the way he has today.
But makes it across the goal line. Touchdown, Red Raiders.
Chris, that's what I love about this quarterback. It's a great touchdown, but he shows you his versatility. We know he can throw it, but here he shows you his speed and how he can make the defense pay for that as well.
Here comes the point after attempt. The PAT is up and good, so we're tied up here in the third quarter. Now they get set to kick it away. Return here from inside the 15-yard line. Gets it to the 29 before being brought down. And the Sooners offense is back out on the field. They're coming off a 3-and-out, looking to produce a positive drive here. They're going to run it here. They stop him out at the 42. That's a solid gain getting close to the midfield. The Sooners will crank up the tempo. Running game is working. They'll stick with it on first down. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1. Offense getting set up. Here's second down. Play action fake, looking to throw. No connection there. The pass is incomplete. Now the offense facing a 3rd and long from their own 41. Dropping back. They're going to throw for the first down. Lets it fly to the wideout. Works downfield and finds a receiver who worked his way wide open. They finally get him, but it's across midfield. Big gain to the 33.
Well, it's a great job of working the middle of the field by this quarterback, and he picks up big yards.
On 1st and 10, they'll look to throw it. And the pass is incomplete.
Man, Chris, I don't know if that was a bad read by the quarterback or a bad route by the receiver. They got to get this cleaned up before the next time they go through the air.
Back to throw again. On the run, he'll let it go. Oh, it's picked off. What a play. Follows the pick with a nice return before.
Well, the quarterback ends up being a tad aggressive and ends up paying for it with a pick. I get that that might be part of his playing style, but there's a difference between being aggressive and being careless.
Holding, offense.
So the holding penalty in the offense backs him up 10 yards. First down play call coming up. How aggressive will it be? To throw, it's Gutierrez. On the run, he's going to chuck it deep. Catch is made down the middle. Breaks clear, end zone ahead. At the 10. Touchdown, Texas Tech. They will claim the second. Fresh set of downs for the offense. First down. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Fires it to the wideout. He makes the grab. And that will pick up the first down. Spotted at 38. Offense cranking up the tempo now. No huddle.
I'll tell you what, you're going to load up on this running game and you're going to leave your corners one-on-one. You better be ready when you take on Oklahoma. Think about all the receivers they've had over the years. Just off the top of my head, guys like CeeDee Lamb and Hollywood Brown, they get left one-on-one. They're going to make you pay for it. This receiver showing he's got the quicks to be able to win those one-on-one battles, and soft hands, good timing, and a nice gain for the Sooners.
Quick throw to his receiver. Oh, downfield catch made on the left side. He's tackled quickly, but the yardage is good enough for the first down.
Chris, just a great throw here. Surgical and precise in doing what they need to do to be able to pick up that first down and keep this Oklahoma offense on the move.
Receiver makes the grab. Defense reacts quickly. A very short gain on the play. The offense will line up. Chance for a couple more plays before the end of the quarter. Quarterback looking to throw it on second down. And he's brought down. Offense going backwards with the sack. Well, Kirk, Texas Tech has the lead here. We've reached the end of the third quarter of this national championship battle that has lived up to the hype. Before the final period, let's check out the game stats. He's moving out of the pocket now. And the Sooners will line up to boot it away. They're going to kick it away for the second time. He'll field the punt. Finally forced out of bounds, but a solid return that time. And the Texas Tech offense is back out on the field now. Last time out, a one-play touchdown drive through the air. Can he keep it going here?
Yeah, I like the run play here. And offensively, at this point in the game, you want to remain in that attack mode first, while also staying in bounds and working that clock.
Dropping back, it's Gutierrez. Quarterback looking to scramble. Gets into space at the 50. Tackle is finally made, but the offense will set up now at the 44. Big chunk play. This offense operating at peak efficiency. Looking to throw it on first down. Cannot escape that ferocious pass rush. It's a sack. These big guys up front will have to regroup now. It's 2nd and 14. From the shotgun, drops back looking for an open man. Quick throw to the left side. He pulls it in for a big gain. Brought down quickly, but the gain moves the football to the 30. And the Red Raiders look to keep this drive moving. First down, looking to throw the ball. And here comes a deep shot. He's got it near the end zone. And he scores. Touchdown, Red Raiders. Another touchdown strike. You win national championships with elite quarterback play. And Kirk, this guy's putting on a show.
I mean, it's the national championship. Can you imagine how...
And the Sooners offense is back on the field. They were forced to punt it away last time, so let's see if they can get clicking in this possession. Pressure is coming. Quarterback looks to his right and finds his man. He's brought down after a short gain that's not going to be first down yardage.
I love what the defense is doing here. Sitting back, giving up some plays underneath, tackling these guys in bounds, and just keep that clock rolling.
Quarterback will throw it off the run-pass option. And the defense swarms not much of a gain on that completion. The Sooners will hustle to the line here to run the hurry-up. The tight end goes in motion before the snap. Off play action, he's looking to throw. Looks like he's going to run it. They tackle him at the 43, but that's enough for a first down. The Sooners come to the line to start a fresh set of downs.
This could be a turning point in this football game. Defense does a good job. It's third down. They got to get after this quarterback. And instead, he pulls it down and picks up big.
They've got him. Defense comes up with a sack.
Between the defensive scheme and the athletic ability of this front and the linebackers getting pressure as well, the way they've been able to harass this quarterback has a lot to do with why they're enjoying such a big lead in the national title.
Finds a receiver in the middle of the field. Tackled, but not before he gets into enemy territory at the 45.
Another big gain by this wide receiver. This guy has had a great year all season long. You knew coming into the national championship he'd have a shot to make a lot of big plays. But give credit to the offensive coordinator, moving him around, allowing him to find space to do work.
Important second down play coming up.
This is not how you draw it up as an offensive coordinator. You got a first down play, and you go backwards. Now you're behind the sticks, and that play just never seemed to have much of a chance at all.
They make the tackle, but that's a solid gain. Moves the ball here, 34. First down here for this offense. And he'll set up to throw. It's a screen pass complete to the running back. Eludes a tackle. And heads out of bounds after a decent gain. Offense keeps moving. It's a completion for a first down.
That's another accurate throw by this quarterback. And Chris, when we did our prep to get ready for the national championship, we all knew that this quarterback potentially could have a big day. But I didn't expect him to get into this kind of zone. This guy cannot miss. Just having one of those dream performances.
Running back with the football. They bring him down after a gain. Looks like they'll spot it inches short of a first down. An important third down conversion coming here in the red zone. And they hand it off to the back. Running with purpose. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1.
That back just had nowhere to go. Got to give credit to the defense and the run fits on that play.
Down late, they'll keep the offense on the field trying to chip away at this lead. Here we go on 4th down. And he'll get the first down yards before they finally bring him down. And the Sooners looking to finish the drive here. It's 1st and goal. On 1st and 10 here, looking to throw the ball. Sails it way high out of the end zone and incomplete. It's a 2nd and goal play for the offense. Tailback tests the middle of the defense. That's a nice wrap up there by the junior. Urgency here. Got to cut into this lead. It's 3rd down and goal. Here's the snap. Offense looking to throw the ball. And we're able to get him down. Remember, a field goal here doesn't do much. So on 4th and goal, we're going for the touchdown.
QB just ran out of options. He decides to take matters into his own hands and takes off on that scramble. I thought he might come close to getting it to the end zone. Comes up just a little bit short.
He's swarmed by the pass rush. A sack to end this drive.
Well, down late in this football game by more than a possession, they obviously had to go for this. They just couldn't come up with the execution.
It's a short completion to the big tight end.
Chris, that's another nice pickup through the air. I thought they might be really just out to run the football here with the lead. But instead, they're electing to throw the football. Different routes, quarterbacks in rhythm. Really, it's almost an extension of their passing game.
Big guys up front, line up. It's 1st down. And that's the 2-minute warning. This offense looking to run out the clock and secure an impressive win here today. The pocket breaking down. And he dumps it off to the tight end. And now a timeout taken by the defense, trying to preserve as much clock as possible for their offense. 2nd down play coming up for this offense. To throw, it's Gutierrez. Receiver looks it in. It's complete. And now it's the defense that calls timeout here, trying to get organized and preserve as much clock as possible.
Well, the defense didn't have any time at all to get pressure on the quarterback. He gets the ball out of his hands pretty quickly on the hitch to the receiver.
They'll just try to run some clock here, keeping it on the ground. And the play goes nowhere. Picked up about a yard, but it'll be 4th down. And now a timeout taken by the defense, trying to preserve as much clock as possible for their offense. 1st down play call. How aggressive will it be? Looking out throwing here to start the drive. Scrambling around now, looking downfield. Tried to press the ball deep, but it's incomplete.
This is smart defense. When you're trying to protect the lead late in the game, you know they're going to take some shots, get those safeties and those defensive backs back far, anticipating a deep throw, and knock the ball away.
Lets it go quickly. And he's got his man open downfield. And that is a 1st down gain. Moves the ball to the 40. The clock is still running. They got to get set quickly.
That's a 1st down for the offense.
On 1st and 10, looking to throw. They make the tackle there, but a penalty marker is on the field. Let's see what that's about.
Personal foul. Roughing the passer. Defense.
So the offense accepts the roughing the passer penalty, gets a fresh set of downs. Here's a 1st and 10 play. And the quarterback drops back, looking for an open man. Looks downfield and connects with a wide-open wide receiver. Touchdown, Oklahoma. Just ran away from the defense.
What a score by this offense, and the greatest thing, Chris, is they still left themselves with a little bit of time, and now you're thinking onside kick if they can recover it. You never know.
He'll just dive over the pile into the end zone with a 2-point conversion. believe they're lining up to attempt an onside kick. And the hands team able to recover the football. This line getting set up. It's a first down play.
And that knee should do it. We have our national champions. They're the last team standing at the top of the mountain, Kirk. National champions.
Well, it's been so much fun to watch this team play all year long. They've had some challenging moments. They've been able to overcome them. And how fitting, a close game in the national championship. They come through one more time. And as you say, they hold the trophy. They are the national champions of the year.
Well, that's it. Dramatic punctuation to another outstanding season of college football. For Kirk Herbstreit, I'm Chris Fowler, and this has been a presentation of EA Sports College Football. Officially, your king.